What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go through and show you how to make 3 sports graphics in less than 20 minutes. These are going to be great for your team. If you have high quality photos, these are going to really stand out and be quick to recreate and use on an everyday basis. So join me for this tutorial. Everybody who stays tuned till the end, I got a special giveaway for you. So go ahead and watch these, follow along. Let's see what we can come up with. So to start this one off, you're going to want to find a light leak image. This is a light leak stock image. Lens flare could work in some situations, but if you just Google light leak, you can find a couple stock images like this. Put those in screen or linear dodge. I'm going to really focus on the left-hand side because that's where we're going to have all our information, just like on the Pacers graphic. Members of the Patreon are going to get the exact ones I use, plus a couple of additional light leak stock images I use regularly this week. Okay, next is time to change the color. I did that with a gradient map. Make a gradient map with your 2 main colors. In this case, it was the Timberwolves blue and the Timberwolves like neon green. I made both of those my main colors and created gradient maps on hue on top of each one of those light leak images. And you can see it made blue our main color and green the secondary color. Next, let's add some text. I kind of went through here and looked for a text similar to what we have. Something tall and thin. Okay, now here I noticed there's that bright white light of the scoreboard behind him in the background. I'm going to darken this out. To do that, I got a levels adjustment layer. Lowered my whites. I invert the mask so everything is hidden, and then I'm going to brush back all the parts that I want to be darker. I'm going to brush those back in with a white brush. Remember, on the mask, white reveals, black hides. So all I'm doing is darkening up that edge where all of our information is, because we want to be able to see the text clearly. Here I'm just going through and trying to find the perfect font. I think I settled on Dharma. I'll put the link to those fonts in the description below. Tried a lot of different things. This is going to be photo heavy, text heavy graphics. So you got to make sure you get this right. Get your layout right, get your kerning right. But once I did that, I got some subtext. I'm pretty sure I used Roboto here. Yep. Pretty standard font used for a lot of different things. Looks really good in small font like that, subtext font. Here I go through, I add the logo, and I'm going to make it kind of almost black and white. Add a black and white gradient. Get the colors how you want. Reverse it if you need to. Set it to lighten, and that's gonna make our logo black and white. And the only parts you're going to be able to see on this light leak is going to be the white parts. If you watch here, you can adjust these sliders and bring back more white. Take away more gray, kind of darken it up. Play with those sliders. Every logo is going to be a little bit different. For adding these stats, the key is going to be making sure you have everything aligned correctly. So make sure you're using all of our align tools on the top keyboard. Got the spacing how we wanted, and then I just went through and labeled everything into a folder. So editing this and using it on an everyday basis is going to be really easy when everything's labeled like that. Last step, added just a subtle drop shadow, something really light just to make it pop off just a little bit, make it a little more legible. And to wrap this one up, as always, going to add a little camera raw. Add a little bit more of a pop to this photo. Don't want to be anything crazy. It's already a really good photo, but I do want to bring out some of the details. I have a preset here saved. I really don't know where I got it from, or if I made it. I have no clue really. But here are the settings. If you want to take a look at those, you can try and input those in. Good starting point most of the time for my photos. And then on this one, I'm going to leave it as is and just going to go up on that texture so we got a little more detail. go up on the highlights, make everything just make those a little bit brighter, saturation, a little more pop. And that is our finished product for stat graphic number 1. For this second one, we're going to knock this one out quick. Very simple. It's going to work great if you have a good picture. First step, get your rectangular tool, add a black rectangle and lower the opacity on that. That's where we're going to have our content later. Then let's do a camera raw setting. I'm going to try and get that flat look similar to the one we're recreating. Here's our settings. If you want to go ahead and take a look at those, just every image is going to be different, of course, so just work on that. And then here's another trick you might not know. If we go over to our brush settings in camera raw, we can add effects to just the player now. This is a new feature. It's going to automatically pull up the player, and I'm going to add some clarity and texture and some more details to him. And here's the before and after. So as you can see, I like the look it gave, a little like flat kind of look similar to the template we're using. Now another trick is I'm going to find the text I want to use by going up to type and match font. You can make a selection around the font, and Adobe is going to bring up similar fonts to that you can get from Adobe Font, and you can download it straight in Photoshop. So that's what I did. I got this Octane font. I'll put the link down in the bio or in the description below. Add our first name inside of a rectangle. His last name's a little long, so we can't make the text as big as you can in most situations. But make that small, center it. Then we're going to add all of our subtext, make the opponent small, and I'm going to add rectangles, fill in points, rebounds, and assists. Last step is going to be adding in all of our points real big. And then I added a white Duke logo into the background of those bars so they're not so plain. And there it is. This last one's not particularly hard, but it is definitely the most time consuming. If you can handle using the shape tools, you can handle making this graphic. Nothing I did was very technical. Just added a lot of shapes and had the layout set from the Clemson graphic. But just take note of how I looked through my fonts and the amount of times I changed my colors. A lot of trial and error in this. It's going to be the same for you. Go through all the different options until you land upon something that fits your branding and fits your style. So let's just let this one ride. You guys stay tuned to the end. I'll have a special prize for you. So there you have it. That's 3 sports graphics in under 20 minutes. Very versatile templates that you guys could use for a lot of different things. So I appreciate you guys checking it out. As promised, I've got a little special gift for you guys. Anybody who comments below your email address, I will personally send you a code to my website for a free template. I will send you the discount code to get a free template at BASportDesigns.com. So go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. Until next time, see ya.